I don't care what you think to follow people and say you're jackparing. That's nonsense. My dear, go back to your village. It's fine. There's nothing wrong going to your village. If in my 60s, I don't want to be living abroad. Sorry to say, I don't want to. Do I like abroad? Yes. Has it been good to me and my family? Absolutely. That age, that's the, I don't know. I don't want to. What be some? I can't even think about it because I'm going to go and be knocking on until I define work. No, I beg. So don't come abroad and be stranded. It won't be laughing matter if you come abroad and you're stranded in your 60s, man. No, no, in the code and you're homeless. No, that's just nonsense. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Madam Chomzi, and I would like to thank everyone that has subscribed to my channel. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. As I said, or I've said, this is a new channel and I'm trying to grow it. Anyway, hope you guys have been having a fantastic day. We have summer. I would think we've officially entered summer because it's been like we've had good sunshine for the whole of this week, I would say. So we're happy about it. So tonight I'm going to speak about what I think about people coming to traveling abroad at a certain age. And this, I decided to talk about this as a result of a video that I did about the 62-year-old man that the wife had invited to come over to the UK, and he was stranded. You know, there were issues in the marriage. So in my own opinion, that's my opinion. You mustn't take it. I do not think that coming abroad is for people in their 60s. I don't care what you think. I don't think it's for people in their 60s unless you fall into this category. One, unless you're coming for holiday. Two, if you are going to relocate, unless you're a billionaire, in the sense that you can afford your needs. You're not coming here to submit CV and be competing with people in their 20s or 30s. There's no basis for competition. Nobody's going to employ you. That's the truth of the matter. If someone in their 20s or 30s put their CV and you put your CV, they're not going to take you. Because at that age, you're winding down. You should be winding down and be enjoying the fruit of your labor. You know what you've acquired at a younger age. Or even if you're going to be active, it should be you're doing your own business, not you're trying to submit CV for to an employer to employ you. Then another category, I would say, it's okay for you coming abroad if you're coming to probably stay with your children, you know, live with your children. That's fine. But in all, what I'm trying to say is that it's fine to come abroad in your 60s if you're not coming here to look for employment. You're coming here to relax. You're coming here to enjoy, and things are already in place. The finances already in place for you to do that. So I don't think in your 60s you should be coming abroad to follow people and say you're jackparing. That's nonsense. If you have to relocate from Nigeria, or no, not from Nigeria, if you have to relocate from the city you're living in Nigeria because of financial or economic reasons, my dear, go back to your village. It's fine. There's nothing wrong going to your village. It's better you go to your village. At least in your village, you're guaranteed you'll be fine to an extent. There's just no need. To me, it's foolishness for someone in their 60s to start relocating abroad to come and be submitting CV. And with what's going on, we can see that immigration, they are beginning to tighten things regarding immigration. So, for instance, um, rather before it used to, or currently it's 5 years, but now they are, I heard that they're trying to get it, or rather I've seen it on the news. Labour is even trying to get it to 10 years for you to be able to get your permanent residence, not even citizenship. So if you're 60, you're coming here. By the time you're even getting your settling, you're already retired. In fact, by 60, I think you should be retiring. If you're in a job, by 60, you should be retiring. If you're not retiring, you should be part-time, slowing down. And I do think for me, that's my own opinion. If in my 60s, I don't want to be living abroad. Sorry to say. I don't want to. Do I like abroad? Yes. Has it been good to me and my family? Absolutely. But would I want to be here permanently, living here the whole of the year? No. Will I be coming here and living here, or will we have our home, still have our home here? Yes, it will always be our home because we've spent most of our adulthood here, me and my husband, this is where we started life, to be honest. So it will always be home to us. But what I noticed is that initially when you come in your 20s, you don't think about really thinking things about going home and finally going home to settle. I'm using myself for example, me and my husband. You're fine. We go on hold, we go home, we go back home regularly. That's the truth. We go to Nigeria regularly. But at a certain age, when you start realizing you want to go home, that's for us. I don't know about other people. For us, that, and I think for most people that we know, at a certain age you just want to go home. That's the truth of the matter. For us, we've come to that stage where we want to go home, and it's not because of the anything, as in any other reason, saying that UK has been good to us. I'm not going to lie. Everybody has their own story about coming abroad. Me, I'm not going to say I was the category of people that suffered. I did not suffer anything. And I'm not saying it to... Everybody's story is different. So, so it's not when people say they are going home, they're not necessarily saying they are going home because things are not good for them or that they've suffered and all those things. That's not the reason. For us, we want to go home because that's where our heart is. So whether it's because we've been away for some time or a long time, or it's just that you miss family, there are things that you when you're in the UK or you're abroad, you miss that family relationship and that you have with your family back home, because most of them are back home. You will miss all of that spending time with family. You bring up children abroad, they don't really have that they don't really know their relatives. All Most of their relatives, they don't really have relationship with them. So there are many things why people want to go back home. It's not necessarily because abroad is difficult, or abroad. Yes, abroad can be difficult. I'm not saying that it's easy here, but the when people want to go home, it's not necessarily because of that. They want to go home for different things. For me, for us, going home, we try as much as we can to take our son back home regularly, so that he has that, will I say, he knows where he's from. Some people say it doesn't work, but at least you try your best. For us, we try to take him home regularly and let him relate with his other his cousins. I'm sure the ones that are of his age bracket, so that he has that ties back home. So anyway, for me, I don't think it's the coming to abroad in your 60s is the right thing to do. For us, I think most people that want to go home, by that time they're already packing their things to go back home, to settle back in Nigeria and maybe be coming here, spending some months abroad. you know so abroad can be difficult when you come newly, and you're coming at at an age that it's you are, in fact, okay, let me not talk about that age. If you come younger, someone coming in their 20s, you cannot compare to someone coming in their 50s. At a certain age, when you're coming in your 20s, you're coming you're still adventurous. You're still so you enjoy that thing of, you're not coming with, now people might be different categories of people. So maybe some people financially they might not have that, so they come in straight, they are pushed into the workforce, looking for work, and they're already hustling. But I do think that most people, I would think, in their 20s, I would say, like, okay, let me speak for myself. At that point, somehow you're not, I wasn't married when I came here. So my parents were still responsible for me. So they'll still send you money. So is you're different from someone that is you have responsibility, you're coming as a family, or you're coming at your 60s. Nobody's going to send you money when you're 60. You probably have a family at that time, and you're responsible for your family. So abroad is difficult in the sense that you don't have family members to depend on. And even if you have them, they also have their own issues, so they might not be able to help you out. So for me, coming at your 60s is a wrong move. A very, very big, to me, is a wrong move, to be honest. And the idea of telling you to sell your property to come abroad in your 60s, I think, to me, sorry, I think it's stupidity. I think it's stupidity. I do think if you have shelter, if you have a property, three-quarter of your problem is solved. So I would think if you would don't need to pay rent, if you have a property back home, you don't need to pay rent, you're not paying mortgage. So you can, like, be relaxed. If you're a person that is content and you have little money, you can live a comfortable life, unless you want to go and start trying to flex or compete with people. But if you're a person that can be content and manage your life, you'll be fine. So I do think abroad is not for people in their 60s. For that, first of all, for that financial reasons. Unless you, as I said, you're coming on holiday, or you're a billionaire, your basic needs, first of all, you can meet it. In fact, you're not coming here to look for job. That's just the truth of the matter. So, like Maslow's, how do they call it, hierarchy of needs. Your first stage, the first one is the physiological needs. That's so your shelter, your food, clothing, you can afford it. So if you don't have money abroad, sorry, there's no free shelter here. So you have to work to get it. So I don't see how you're going to go and start submitting CV at 60 to get a job, to not get accommodation, to start. You can't do that. That's too much for someone at that age. That's too much. You might even die. The stress might be too much on you that can literally kill you. So for me, I think it's a no-no. The another reason, the weather. The weather here is cold. I know of someone that actually relocated to Spain because of arthritis. So what you find out is that the foreigners, that's when I'm not foreigners, that's the people, the indigenous, or the people that are from here, they try to, let me speak about the UK. They try to get those that have a little bit of money, or they try to get properties in, like, Spain or the south of France, where you have a bit of sunshine. They try to get holiday homes there. Some of them even relocate there. So it's because of the weather. So the weather at that age might be difficult for you. The cold is not good for people that are old. It's not. It's not good for people that, I know 60 is not really old, but you want to be comfortable. You don't want to be dealing with, you just want to enjoy your life. That's, I would think someone that is in their 60s will want to just enjoy their life, take it easy, not waking up, you're thinking of, I need to go here, I need to go make money, I need to go do this, just a slow life at that age. I would think that's what everybody is praying for, just a slow life. So for me, the weather at that age, I don't think it's wise coming here at that age, in terms of the weather, especially if you suffer from arthritis. It's a no-no. Just stay where you are, and where there's sunshine. So for me, these are the reasons why I wouldn't. Starting life abroad without financial support from someone, from somewhere or someone, is really really difficult. It can be difficult even for young people. You see, when young people just come in and they're already working and they're not, it's stressful mentally, physically, everything. It can't be stressful. So for someone at that age, at 60, that's not what you want to be doing. That's not what your body might not be able to take it. You might just give, your body might just give way. So I wouldn't advise someone. I do think if you want to come abroad, it's better to come when you're younger. That's what I think. Most people that I know that at 60, at that, most people that I will know, they're planning to go home. They don't want to be here at 60. So I don't know who is advising people to want to move abroad. Unless, as I said, you have money, you're coming to, you buy your property or you rent, you can pay your rent without going to hustle or submitting CV. You can take care of yourself, enjoy yourself, no problem. Then you can come. But if you're coming to come and be submitting CV, to come and be hustling, to come and be whatever, it's not for you. And no matter what you think, most professions are regulated here. So let's say you're whatever. Well, which profession will I use now? Even if you're a doctor or you're a nurse or whatever, you come here, it's likely that you might need to do a professional exam again to qualify to practice. So, but even at that age, I don't know. I don't want to. What be some? I can't even think about it because I'm going to go and be knocking until I define work. No, I beg. So at that age, it's just to soft life. And I tell you, village is better. Let nobody deceive you. And then people say, oh, I don't want to go to my village. I don't want to go. Village, you will not be homeless. It's guaranteed you have shelter. Your neighbor, you can go and pluck something. They will not arrest you and tell you are trespassing. You can go take food from someone's farm. They'll even give you food. You are fine. But don't come abroad and be stranded. It won't be laughing matter if you come abroad and you're stranded in your 60s, man. No, no, in the code, and you're homeless. No, that's just nonsense. So that's it. That's what I would say. So be wise. Don't sell your property. Don't. I would never advise anybody to sell their property, as in, when I mean property, as in their house. If you've built your house in Nigeria, it's a blessing. Don't sell your property to come abroad. I would never advise anybody to do that. You might never get to the point where you can even build that house again. So, and what I always say to people, I believe in options. If God blesses you and you can have property here, abroad, and have in Nigeria, that's a good thing. So I believe in options. Don't go sell your property. Most people abroad, I'll say it, let them not deceive you. They're looking for money to build house in Nigeria. Don't go and sell your property and say you're coming abroad. Abroad is not heaven. It's not heaven. It's fine when you're younger and you can do the hustling. You have that strength, but your sisters, no, I don't think it's wise. All right, thank you so much, guys. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.